A lot of people said, you know, you had the patience of Job there, and even looking back now, I'm like, you know, and again, to be honest with you, that's kind of my first partnership with Steve, and he was absolutely brilliant. He was, again, you know, we asked him to come and do the filming, but he did a lot more than that as well. You know, got some great footage, understands what's going on. And the more of us there are, you know, look, everybody should be doing something, and do something that's fun to you.
Yeah, exactly. But you snookered her. That was the reality, because you both actually caught her in a lie, and the lie being that you, to paraphrase you, you said, look, your line of questioning is really about kind of, you know, the light being violent, about us promoting violence. So she's like, no, it's really varied. It's not going to be like that. And of course, then the piece came out, and I think it actually had about violence in the headline. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, the conspiracy newspaper that shares violence and hate.
You know, an opus, really. Darren, how does it feel to see yourself in such a way up there on the screen?
I'm kind of used to it now after 10 years of singing the 99% song, which kind of, you know, has got me as notorious, I suppose. And, you know, people know me in the movement for that song, and obviously all the things I've done since. The light paper is, I think, a lot more toned down than my lyrics and, you know, me, I suppose. Because, you know, the whole point of that paper, although it's great for activists to read, we put some great information. I've got some great writers, but the idea is it's for people who are just kind of curious. They're not really aware yet. They're still used to the mainstream media and just been handed a paper. And I think every single month, what information can we put in there, and how can we present it that is best going to get somebody to go, what?
It's accessible. And the thing is it must be successful in its own right, because otherwise you wouldn't have had the full force of the BBC coming after you. That is the reality. Nobody breaks into an empty house. Okay.
Yeah, you also run the risk of being called controlled opposition. It's like, well, it's too good, it's too professional. It's like, thanks a lot. Cheers.
The thing is that the people who call us controlled opposition are almost, for the most part, people who aren't actually doing anything. Yeah. They're just sat there behind their keyboards. They don't actually know how the world functions on a very real level. I think it's harder to be controlled opposition than people realize. It's not enough just to be, you know, to make a podcast or whatever. You know, you have to go through all manner of checks and balances in order to be one of theirs. And I've never considered you one of them.